Yeah, the big story. Aryan Khan, the son of superstar Shah Rukh Khan, has to spend another night in jail as his bail papers missed the deadline after a nerve-wracking countdown. For him to leave jail on Friday evening, the deadline for the hard copy of the release order to be dropped in the bail box at Mumbai's Arthur Road jail was 5:30 p.m. Jail officials said that the papers did not reach them on time. Actor Juhi Chawla signed the 1 lakh rupee bail bond for Aryan Khan.
अच्छा बस आर्यन घर आ जाएगा इसकी खुशी है एंड आई थिंक इट्स अ बिग रिलीफ फॉर एवरीबॉडी
लेकिन आज
क्या प्रक्रिया नहीं वो सब रहने दीजिए बट द मेन थिंग इज बस अब बच्चा घर आ जाएगा बिल्कुल थैंक यू
This is of course an archaic system, no doubt, something that even Mukul Rohatgi pointed out yesterday when he spoke to NDTV. Now what happens is if you've got bail, you've got to get a physical copy of the order and put it in this box, and then it will be collected at 5:30 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the afternoon and 5 o'clock in the evening. On Sundays and on government holidays it will be collected at 5:30 in the evening, and this other days it's 5 o'clock in the evening. If you don't make this deadline, then you're released the next day, and that's exactly what's happened for Aryan Khan. Even though the bail order came yesterday, the judgment came yesterday, the order, only the operative part of the order came today, but it should have happened today, but because it didn't make it to this box on time, Aryan Khan will have to spend another night in jail. A man who's been arrested for WhatsApp chats is, of course, when it comes to bail, e-copies are not acceptable. He has to surrender his passport, he cannot travel abroad without the permission of the court, he cannot leave Mumbai without the permission of the investigation officer. He has, of course, not been allowed to talk to the media or even, on social media comment on the case, and all of these other things. He cannot delay the trial and several other conditions. In fact, 14 conditions in all have been laid out in that order, which says that he's got bail, and these are the conditions under which he's got bail. And interestingly, as surety, you need someone when you get bail. And who was that person who was surety for Aryan Khan? It was none other than actor Juhi Chawla, who's acted with Shah Rukh Khan in several films.
Now, after more than a year of virtual summits of different multilateral and bilateral fora, world is open again, and Prime Minister Modi is in Rome to attend the in-person G20 summit on the 30th and the 31st. India's focus remains on economic recovery, equitable vaccines, readiness for future pandemics and climate change.
PM Narendra Modi in Rome ahead of a G20 meeting at a statue of Mahatma Gandhi, whose quote, "The world has enough for everyone's needs, but not everyone's greed," may resound at the mega climate summit, where one of the major fault lines is between the rich and developing countries.
The G20 remains a valuable forum for India's engagement with the major economies of the world and setting the trend and norms for global economic development and recovery.
India's approach is categorical, that on its part it is taking ambitious action and is among the top countries in terms of installed renewable energy. And the international community, specifically the rich developed nations, must support mobilization of finance, as they've contributed only a fraction of the $100 billion a year fund agreed on over a decade ago. Transfer of green technology, importance of sustainable lifestyles for green and inclusive growth, and equitable distribution of carbon space. Delhi's argument for a just use of carbon emissions or a carbon budge is important. For much of the last 3 decades, India's greenhouse gases emitted were 51 gigatons, whereas its per capita share 188 gigatons. This large difference in India's carbon budget, which it wants to use in the coming decades. The PM also met the EU Commission President, who earlier tweeted that the success of the COP26 talks depends on the need to deliver the $100 billion we promised to developing countries. Agreeing to limit global warming close to 1.5 degrees Celsius, beyond 1.5, scientists warn of much worse extreme weather changes and a rule book on international carbon market. But it all boils down to how much each country is willing to commit to, especially emission cuts. And the G20 at Rome is a good place to start. The club of the world's biggest economies account for 80% of global emissions. NDTV Bureau Report.
Now, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, who was in Goa to officially kickstart the Trinamool Congress's campaign in the poll-bound state, arrived at a local fish market on Friday to the roars of Khala Hobe. Tennis veteran Leander Paes and actor Nafis Ali, meanwhile, joined the Trinamool Congress ahead of the 2022 Assembly elections.
Mamata Banerjee come fishing to Goa. Her first stop, a fish market, where she even bought 2 kilos of Goa's famed kingfish. But at the launch of her bid for the Assembly next year, a gauntlet thrown at the ruling BJP in Goa and in Delhi.
केंद्राची दादागिरी ना अनिक नक्का.
Rahul Gandhi arrives for a day trip to Goa tomorrow, Saturday. But Mamata not impressed with the Congress role in the state.
You cannot control your MLAs. You cannot take a decision in a proper time. You allowed BJP to form the government. So how do we trust them?
Congress did not retaliate to her comments, but BJP has dismissed prospects of what they are calling political tourists.
सपने में भी डर नहीं है, ये तो जीरो है, ये सिर्फ बलून है, बलून हवा में ये कर रहे हैं.
Voters in Panjim split.
मालूम पड़ेगा, पहला एक्सपीरियंस आएगा. बीजेपी जब पहला आया तभी 2 सीट लेके आया, उसके बाद कितना सीट लेके आया.
बीजेपी के कितने चीफ मिनिस्टर उधर गए थे प्रचार करने को या सेंट्रल मिनिस्टर गए थे, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी जिस तरह से उन्होंने, इसके लिए मैं उसको हमेशा सपोर्ट करता हूँ या सैल्यूट करता हूँ उसके डेयरिंग के लिए. अगर वो गोवा में आएगी और उसका सरकार बनेगी तो मैं हैप्पी रहूँगा.
In the run-up to Assembly polls, turbulence is guaranteed in Goa's political waters. Big question, who will eventually catch the biggest fish? In Panjim, with Ashok Mahale, Monideepa Banerjee, NDTV.
Yet again, people peacefully offering Friday namaz in Gurugram were faced with crowds of protesters, many reportedly from right-wing groups, shouting slogans and holding up placards. Police were deployed in large numbers and some of the protesters were detained.
Action replay as Hindutva groups attempt to disrupt Friday namaz at an open ground in Gurugram. Shockingly, for the 7th time in 2 months, as Hindutva groups are going location by location every Friday. The police present in massive numbers tried but failed to stop the slogans. The police then used mild force and detained more than 20 protesters. Those gathered there were defiant.
पुलिस बढ़ावा दे रही है और हमने मतलब दबा रही है. पुलिस कुछ नहीं कर रही. पुलिस है ना किसी चीज को महत्व नहीं दे रही. ठीक है, हम लोगों ने क्या करा, क्या करा, हमने लड़ाई झगड़ा करा.
The repeated provocations by Hindutva groups come despite the fact that the Friday prayers are peaceful and lawful on the basis of permissions obtained 3 years ago. But it's only now that the police appear to be cracking down.
नहीं, पुलिस प्रशासन के सरकार की कार्रवाई से पूरी तरीके से संतुष्ट हैं हर तरह से. और मैं तो शुक्र अदा करना चाहूँगा यहाँ के डीसी और प्रशासन, पुलिस महकमा का, सभी का, और खासकर गुड़गांव वासियों का, जो 2, 4, 10, 5 आदमियों की इस मंशा को समझ रहे हैं और माहौल खराब नहीं होने दे रहे.
आज जो कार्रवाई हुई मैम, वो पिछले हफ्तों में क्यों नहीं ली गई? हमने देखा 4-5 हफ्तों में काफ़ी डिस्ट्रप्शंस हुए यहाँ पर, तब पुलिस ने ये कार्रवाई क्यों नहीं की?
देखिए, पहले हम इसको पीसफुली हैंडल करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे. हमने प्रोटेस्टर्स या जो दूसरी पार्टियां, उसको बहुत बार समझाने की, पीसफुली समझाने की कोशिश की कि आप ऐसे न्यूसेंस क्रिएट ना करें, आप लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को मेंटेन करके रखें. बट जब बिल्कुल ही उन्होंने हमारी नहीं मानी और बहुत मल्टीपल टाइम्स अगर ये चीज़ें हो रही होंगी, तो फिर आई थिंक पुलिस को इसलिए स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन लेना पड़ा.
After prayers, the Muslims gathered, offered a prayer for peace and brotherhood.
अल्लाह पूरे मुल्क के अंदर, पूरे भारत के अंदर अमन पैदा फरमा, या अल्लाह आपस में भाईचारे को बरकरार पैदा फरमा.
Even so, the repeated harassment may have led to a drop in number of people offering prayers.
भाई हमसे दुआओं के लिए अल्लाह ऐसे इसी तरीके से अभी भी हमें रहने की तौफीक अता फरमा। अल्लाह जो लोग हमें बहकाना चाहते हैं, आपस में भिड़ाना चाहते हैं, अल्लाह उनकी मेहनत कोशिशों को नाकाम फरमा।
Situation is peaceful here in Gurugram, but the question remains that why these protesters were not stopped last week or before that. Now administration is saying that they are taking swift action, but again, last time they were allowed to disrupt namaz, which has given bad name to Gurugram and administration. In Gurugram, with Prem Singh, Swarab Shukla for NDTV.
Right, time for a short break. On the other side, the Army Chief has spoken about entry of women cadets into the National Defence Academy. What did he say? We'll tell you that on the other side. Welcome back. Army Chief General M.M. Naravane on Friday asked National Defence Academy cadets to welcome women cadets with the same sense of fair play and professionalism as the Indian Armed Forces are known for the world over.
As we open the portals of the National Defence Academy to women cadets, I expect you all to welcome them with the same sense of fair play and professionalism that the Indian Armed Forces are known for the world over.
The Delhi police have begun to remove barricades put up at the Tikri and Ghazipur borders where thousands of farmers are protesting against the centre's 3 farm laws. Farmer leader Rakesh Tiket has said that they will go to Parliament to sell their crops.
Barbed wires, concrete blocks, nails in the road put up by the Delhi police and now being removed. 2 of Delhi's major border roads at Tikri, West Delhi and Ghazipur, East Delhi were barricaded to prevent farmer protesters from coming into the capital. Last week, when the Supreme Court said that farmers have the right to protest but not block roads indefinitely, they pointed out it was the police which had done this. For labourers and businesses alike in the area, this is long overdue.
हाँ ऐसा हो सकता है, रोड खुल जाएगा तो काम फिर पहले की तरह चल जाएगा। रोड पे घूम रहा है, कहीं 150-150 कमा लेता है, अपना पेट चला रहा है बस।
बिक्री बहुत कम रहेगी, खर्चे भी पूरे नहीं हुए, बैंक का ब्याज जेब से गया, अब और आसान हो जाएगा। आसान होगा तो गाड़ियाँ भी आएंगी तो आदमी कुछ खाएगा पिएगा, व्यापार भी चलेगा।
The Delhi police now wants farmers to also remove their tents from one side of the border.
ये दिल्ली पुलिस की एक पहल है और हम लोग ये चाहते हैं कि ये हाईवे है और इस हाईवे में आना जाना शुरू हो। बहरहाल जो प्रोटेस्टिंग फार्मर्स हैं उनसे हम लोग संपर्क में भी हैं, उनसे हमने पहले रिक्वेस्ट भी किया है।
Farmer leader Rakesh Tiket has made it clear once the barricades are removed, the farmers will enter the national capital. Their original goal almost 1 year ago, to protest against the 3 controversial farm laws.
प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा कि अपनी फसल कहीं पे भी बेच लो, वो दीवार हटा रहे, जो उन्होंने दीवार छीनी थी वो हटा रहे और रास्ते खुलेंगे। भाई हम भी अपनी फसल बेचने पार्लियामेंट पर जाएंगे।
After the direct intervention by the Supreme Court, the Delhi police has finally started to remove the blockade on one side of the road at the 2 protest sites of Tikri and Ghazipur border. The question is whether the central government is planning to resume talks with the farmers and provide a permanent solution to this impasse that has been going for over 11 months now. With camera person Sushil Rathi, I'm Akshay Dongre for NDTV.
Well, that's a wrap on this bulletin from the entire team. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.